this list of those. Mr. Riaz Ahmad. Please share the list now. Rupesh, Rohit Raghavan, and the lot of budding managers and entrepreneurs. I feel really proud to stand before you and deliver a speech like this. It's a time of innovation, in teaching, in learning, and in doing business. The effective way is, of course, the way of information technology. If you are not using the avenue of information and computer technology to its optimum, perhaps your business can go down. There was a time when a senior man sits in a restaurant and reads out loudly a newspaper. A lot of people will be listening to him to understand the facts. Most probably he will be a teacher or a learned man. All others can only listen. So in those days, a man who can read, write, and speak well was considered as a literate personality, respected in the society. He has a position in the society. Times changed, and a lot of tools came. So any person who can dexterously use that current tool in bringing up a benefit to the society, in upgrading quality of life of that society was considered tech-savvy or literate. So tech-savvy was key. That was the era of technology. Again, times changed. The new machines which were not just mechanical, which were listening and working according to some codes programmed inside or outside. So again, any person who can keep in commands and make that machine work well to the benefit of the society was considered literate. Computers came after that, which were more sophisticated than this. Any person who knows computer was then considered as literate. Again, times changed. The computer, which is not networked and placed on a desktop, was considered as a junk box. It was not considered as a computer. Then came the networking. Local area, small area, countrywide, nationwide, and worldwide. Now, using one satellite, one country is fully made online. The European Association has launched recently a satellite which gives online data availability, voice and video and everything, text and everything, over the wireless network. You don't have to use anything other than a wireless accepting gadget in your hand. Any person who knows this only is now considered literate. So you and me, maybe having a major portion of illiteracy in our brain. If you are not literate according to the expectation of the society, you must only be considered an illiterate person. So it's the right time and the right action to begin an IT club here. I'm sure you may have cut out well thought about planned, tested working schedule also for this. I'm sure of that. Apart from that, I would like to mention some of the plans which we have envisaged and which we are promoting in the university as an educational institution. We have so many schools, we have so many institutions, we have many other aspects also which we practice there in the university. So, one of the things which I would like to mention is how we jump into it. It's a whole sea, a vast, expansive knowledge and technology. Technology which is a knowledge, but different kind. How do we jump into it? Before I go, I don't know whether you are listening, so I will tell you a small story rather. There was a king. The king had how many children? No food, just one. One girl, beautiful, good looking, Swedish complexion. She was walking like a swan. She was talking like as if pebbles have been falling down, like that. She achieved the age of 17. Oh, when she walks, she used to radiate a kind of lights so that all boys who used to pass by used to get attracted and drawn to her. Such a beautiful girl, king's daughter, prince. And when she achieved the age of 17, the king thought, let's marry her off. As every father desires. So a decision, a decree was announced. The prince of the country is going to be married off to a suitable, aspiring, eligible bachelor. We'll choose him. We'll choose him on the basis of a contest to be done in the court. And he declared every young man from 7 to 70, every youth from 7 to 70 came, thronged into the palace. Yeah, of course, 70 is youth because youth is not connected to chronological age, it's directly connected to psychological age. So, people, youth from 7 to 70 years long, and they came with the desire of bringing the beautiful girl. And the contest was, all were invited to a pond, and there was it was not very deep, it was shallow. They have to just cross by swimming or walking or whatever it is, wading through or whatever it is. They had to cross, touch a river, and then the beautiful prince is theirs. There were some rocks there in the pond, something like rocky style things. One young man asked, oh, Maharaja, what are they? Hey, that's nothing. There's some crocodiles brought from Africa, South Africa, which are voracious eaters, especially they are very fond of human flesh and blood. They've been starving for around 2 months. Now they have nothing else to do but just catch a fly when it flies through. They've been starving. That's all, nothing else. But don't worry about them. You just swim across and you'll get the view. Nobody was willing to jump into the pond. And finally, he declared and started the countdown. 10, 9, like that, 0. And the gun fired, but nobody jumped into the pond. He got wonderstruck. He again started the countdown. 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, 6, like that. When he said 0.4, a man jumped into the pond, somehow swam across and reached there. The king was really happy. Then he asked, hey, nobody is jumping. What made you jump into the pond? I'll tell you, give me 5 minutes. He was gasping, and finally he regained his space of breath, and he told, tell me first, who pushed me into the pond? That was the question. Like that, even if there's a huge reward of knowledge and achievement beyond the pond, beyond the lake of IT, nobody's ready to take a headlong plunge into it. We call it lethargy of new technology, a resistance to change in our managerial parlance, a resistance to change from the way of doing things conventionally. So we have to change. You know how to change. You know how to manage a change. You know it. Even then, professional students like management students, engineering students, find it really hard to jump into the expanse of IT realm. But once you jump, you'll find that you can explore a fantastic world where efficiencies triple-fold increased, threefold increased. So this is a must, you should do it. This is a must, you should do it. I'm not belonging my speech to how we can undertake this jump. I just mentioned, IT, it can enhance teaching efficiency. and the learning gain also. Most of the time, a teacher is measured not by weighing the teaching output. Never a teacher is being measured in a university or in your organization, but the teaching output he gives. However efficient, learner, erudite the teacher is. A teacher is measured by the learning outcome of the average students of his class. The learning outcome. So in order to increase, qualify, and increase the quality of the teaching output as well as the learning outcome of the student population, we have to marry. We have to find an alignment and proper time between this technology. A teacher who is not tech savvy, a student who is not tech savvy gets very lesser than a person who is tech savvy. So we are ready for the jump, the tech leap, which you ought to take. You cannot do away with it. And so we have to go for, this IT club has to go for a total quality digitalization. TQM, total quality management, total quality digitalization. And first of the thing, which you have a plan of action, I know. I'm just mentioning a simple thing. Well, we take everything in chewable bites, small bites, and take everything along with. It is directed to the average student, not the lowest and not the highest. There may be some highly tech-savvy students here, more tech-savvier than the teachers here, even the IT teacher. There will be. But we are addressing the average student of this mass. And we introduce everything in chewable bites. Maybe we'll start with an address book. You must see that this teacher from the university is saying about an address book. It's a little rule of industry, of course, and we have to begin the IT endeavor with an address book. Yeah, of course. I say with an address book. Well, you compare all the data of the student population of your college, all data about your teachers and staff and everything, put in simple address book and no other thing. You're ready with the essential data. Email IDs, mobile numbers, their blogs, their URLs of their blogs, URLs of their websites, and some of the essential details also. All the things are ready, name, qualification, grade institution in address book. So data is ready in your hand. First thing, simple. How do you go for data entry? Ask everyone to enter their own data. So data entry is not a load. It happens as such. Next is, we have to go for, Dr. Deming, Walter Deming. Walter Deming has recently is a world famous management scientist. Latest generation. He is mentioned about PDCA method, plan, do, check and act method. This tool is used in data management and other campaigns. And we have to, after address book, we have to install a net telephony system as part of the IT endeavor. And net telephony must be installed. All of you must be trained on how to use various net telephonies. Maybe Skype, you may be viewing it, you may be using it. It can be used for telephony as well as teaching endeavors also. So train your members and teachers collectively on this kind of tools. Second is net telephony. After that, we can digitalize the study material of yours. In the same way you build up the address book, each text, you form a team of 4 to 5 students plus one team leader and a supervisor. Maybe 7 in a team. Like that you can form 10, at least 12 teams. One book for one team. In 1 week or 2 weeks, whatever it is. So plan is ready, plan of action is ready, flowchart is prepared, everything is prepared. You digitalize whatever you have to learn. Textbooks, notes, and other details. So everything is ready. Address book is ready, net telephony is ready, your content is being digitalized. This is enough to lay the foundation stone of transforming your institution to a digitally capable institution, management institution. All this have content. All this content must be consulted with the search engine optimizing engineer. So he'll optimize it. Even if it is not optimized to a certain extent, automatic optimization will occur. If you do this, it's uploaded, it's stored, it is made accessible anywhere, anytime over the internet. So you can take the lessons through the internet, wherever you are. While traveling the bus also you can read books without carrying books or storage devices, hard disks or pen drives or whatever it is. It's really easy. It's really easy if you jump into it. Nobody has to push you into the lake. You have to have the self-urge to jump into the sea. Not lake, it's a sea. Once you do this, you are ready for the E-age, electronic age. Second, and of course, rocks just in the next meeting itself, demonstrate a block building exercise. From a simple block, you go to an impregnated block. An impregnated block does have video files, text files, PDFs, and of course PowerPoints, and everything with graphs and 360-degree pictures, everything impregnated block. Second stage. First is individual block, second is impregnated block, third is more important because it's a prestigious organization. You need to have a multi-author block. A multi-author block is MAD. You have to have an MAD, one at least, or one topic at least. Then for all topics next. Like that, you grow. If this IT club can successfully do this project, it has got commercial possibilities. You are management students, you know marketing, you know design, you know implementing. And this has got immense commercial possibilities also. The next institution itself may require your services. So form a team, form a marketing team, and market this outside, get money, make money. It's nothing bad. So there is commercial possibilities for all IT projects. Excellent. You can sell it overseas also. There are so many teachers in my neighborhood who doesn't have a PG even. Doesn't have even completed their graduation, but they are really fluent. They read really well. They take online tuitions in effective English communication to some Gulf countries. Make much more salary than a college teacher. It's wonderful, isn't it? That's a possibility. The ground is open to all. No net, no PG, no PhD. If you are capable, you can go and play. That doesn't mean that you don't have to complete your course because you are in a learning anyway. You have to complete meritoriously, but still, the arena is open to you. I mean that you can make money even now by studying your own topic and giving it as a tuition to some of the students. Another thing is digitalization of a college. You know the digitalization project of your own library. Next, after this address book and all those things, you can go for that. You can form a team and do that. Once you are successful in that project, you can market this capability. If you hire outside personnel, you outsource or not outsource. In-house efficiency is there. You can market this, sell this for huge money. Once you think success, life is going to be really a wonderful affair. Learning itself is going to be a rewarding affair. Then knowledge alone, but physical rewards also like money and wealth. That's really wonderful. You have to spend some hours extra. And at the same time, you are studying your own topic because the content matter which you are digitalizing is your own topics of study. Wonderful, isn't it? So, blogs, websites, and of course, your blogs, I've seen the blog, Buddha, wonderful. You can go for websites also. And if you wanted to make this session itself online, available online, so that you call one of your friends in the university or in the KMCT or some other college, you are in IIMK, you ask them, sir, such an event is going on in FIMS. Let me log on to the site and see it live. That's possible. You can do it. No expense except your current and the online hours, the charge of the net service. That's all, nothing else. We do it in the university. It's very easy. You don't have to be highly tech savvy for all these things. You can make this even online. This meeting can be made online. And at the same time, the whole material which Mr. spoke, I spoke, and everyone spoke, can be rendered into text. That can be job. Then made available permanently. Through the net. Videos, photographs, and everything. As a memorial, you can save it. Wonderful, isn't it? Wonderful. You can ask your parents, brothers, sisters, right now on the phone, and ask them to watch this. Huh? Wonderful. Not probabilities, broadcasting, which as an IT club you may not be able to do, but you can. If with management support, you can, because some hardware is required. Webcasting also can be done. And of course, one another thing is email campaigns. You know, the marketing has changed. The pace of marketing efforts has changed. Now it's having an E8 proposition, an email campaign. We do something like, there's an English club. They do, 1 word a day mail campaign. So every day, whoever is registered for that service, with their email ID and phone number, will get one mail with one new word, all its meaning, the way they pronounce it. If they click on the speaker button, it will be pronounced. Suppose, onomatopoeia, I don't know the pronunciation, it's a long word. If you click on the speaker button, it will pronounce. Google pronunciation is copied, Webster's dictionary pronunciation also is copied, it will pronounce, meaning, phonetic transcription, everything is there. Usage, everything is there. When you go back after your class, when you check your mail, one lesson is coming. It should not be in English alone, it can be in your management lessons also, you can do it. Every day, one lesson by email. This email campaign, if you learn it, make it thorough, if you form a team, you can commercially market this. You build up an address space of the whole organizations around this village, and maybe the next 7 people in this village may be lesser, but if you go to carry it down, it's much. And if you go and approach an organization for signing up for an email campaign, you will get good amount of money. It's a revenue which continues also. Email campaign is a big way of marketing and promotion of products. So it can be used for learning, it can be used for teaching, and it can be used for commercial purposes also. Even now, election campaigns. The Communist Party of India and of course Muslim League has used it very widely. You understand? And some students like you has done it for them. Many students in the project. So it's a wonderful proposition. So what you've begun, initiated as an IT club is a wonderful thing. And there are many things. You can go to product development. Product development can be software, can be hardware also. I'm just giving you one example of the hardware. Now you know we go for lighting. You don't have to be electrical engineers. Maybe there can be some electrical engineers also in this class. You go for this lighting. It's a bulb, it's a CFL. Before that, we have been using tube lights, fluorescent tubes. Before that, we have been using incandescent bulbs. Edison's incandescent bulb. Incandescent bulb consumes around 60 to 100 watts per hour and produces this much lumen. Okay, we found out 40 watt tube can give you that much lumen to daily light. We change to tube lights, fluorescent tubes. Now see a compact fluorescent lamps. The world is progressing again. Now we don't want this because it consumes around 21 watt. Why do we go for this? We go for a 5 watt bulb, same lumen. Like 50,000 hours, lighting hours, 50,000 hours, and consumption 5 watts, peanuts. If there is 10 rooms, 50 watt is enough for the total lighting load. Wonderful, isn't it? You don't need to be an electrical engineer. Go for a product design, development, like the Demings PDOC, PDCA, DDCA. You can go for that, develop. Now, you can import kits. You don't have to manufacture. We call manufacture the packaging is manufactured, but what we are doing in India is assembly. But we Indians are really good, so we call it manufacturing. You can look at this. Once you are successful in the manufacture, the market requires, market is pregnant. They need it. Now this will be changed. Even now, a builder in Calicut, highlight, they wanted to change all their lighting into LEDs. What's the point? Even the batteries they can supply when the power is gone, they don't even require any other supplies. They can even batteries they can operate their lighting at least. Expense comes down, power consumption comes down, everything. And this is more hazardous environmentally than LEDs. So product design for IT may not be limited to software and computers, it can be hard products also, like LED. Like that, explore the world, explore the market, and do wonderful things. So the scope is immense. You've taken a very fine step. Explore the world, learn in the aspects of teaching and learning, learn in the aspect of product development, learn the aspect of marketing, and transferring the business notion to the entrepreneurs. Huge money, 1% royalty throughout the existence of the industry. Wonderful, isn't it? Wonderful. 1% at least, why 1% royalty for big idea? And an initial sum of 10 crores. Is it something bad? Is it bitter for you? Think in these lines, think in these lines. So the scope is immense, immense. Possibility is immense. World will change and we will also change accordingly. We know adaptation techniques because we have learned it in our textbooks. So this kind of thing must be done. Right from address book to the development and implementation, testing, finding successful, transferring the whole idea. Or you become entrepreneurs yourself also, is possible, to an entrepreneur. This is what I have to say to you in the inception of this IT club. I hope you will try this and you will be successful, of course. Sure. With this I conclude my speech. I don't know whether I've taken too much time of mine. There are a lot of things to be mentioned, like teaching tools and everything. Maybe we'll get another occasion and we'll discuss about it. And I sincerely thank you for listening to me patiently. I don't know whether I have served the purpose. And still, I conclude the speech by declaring that your grand league, the IT club, being inaugurated.